New York, Los Angeles, Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Delhi, Athens, Oslo, Barcelona, Madrid, Florence, Paris, Berlin, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Brussels, Antwerp, Munich, Stockholm, Zurich, Copenhagen, Glasgow, Manchester, London. These are a few of the key cities in the world that I would consider to be my favourite cities. But hands down, in number one position, my favourite city of them all is Bangkok. We stayed for 3 days and 2 nights, and the fun that we had in that action-packed short stay far exceeded any other city that I've ever visited. Delhi would be a very close second, but sometimes Delhi was too much. And Tokyo with Shibuya is right up there. But sometimes Tokyo I felt a little bit alone. Bangkok felt fun, friendly, warm, welcoming and safe. It seemed to have that balance of old and new, traditional and authentic and Western, just sort of balanced. It was affordable, traditional, comfortable, and in some aspects luxurious, and other aspects very down to earth. There was more neon than I've ever seen. And not just like signs, but the way they use colours to create environments. All of these things together make Bangkok a truly wonderful city. This is my daughter Ivy. My name's David, but you can call me Ivy's dad. We are now in Bangkok. Enjoy. Hello, Ivy. Ivy,
Yeah.
you did brilliant in Koh Samui.
Yeah.
Say bye-bye to Koh Samui.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from our room. You've done really well. One minute. You've done really well.
Yeah.
We got the next part of our journey to come. Where are we going?
To Bangkok.
Let's do it. We've got about 7 minutes or 4 minutes spare. Oh, I'm really sad. I think we've got Mr. Oz, the lovely taxi driver. We've had people genuinely help. Hey! She come to join us. The journey from our hotel, the weekender in Koh Samui, to our hotel in Bangkok was pretty dramaless. I think the most drama was from me because I was feeling a little bit grumpy. Ivy was starting to get a little bit of a cough, mainly because of the air conditioning. We were both sort of feeling a bit bunged up. We got stuck behind a group of Indian travellers who were all checking in about 3 bags each, about 16 people. That sort of set us back by about 45 minutes. Outside of that, Koh Samui Airport was beautiful. We had a little bit of time to spend there. Ivy got to try out some Fanta that she'd wanted to try. And then we were on the plane. The flight was uneventful. There was a fear that Ivy's ears would pop and hurt, but that didn't really materialise. We were stuck in holding because of a storm in Bangkok, so we had to circle around Bangkok a couple of times. It was all good. We landed in Bangkok slightly behind schedule. The storm just sort of created a cool atmosphere. It was monsoon season, and our luggage was delayed a little bit because of the storm. And then we got our luggage. We found our way to the taxi terminal. It was seamless. It was about an hour journey from the airport to our hotel. It cost about £5 or £6, which took a big weight off of my shoulders because I wasn't sure how much cabs in Bangkok would cost. The equivalent journey in London would have cost about £100, £160. So to get this for like £6 was a big weight off of my shoulders. And I realised that travelling around Bangkok isn't going to be anywhere near as expensive as I thought it might be, and probably a fraction of the price of Koh Samui. We arrived in our hotel, a 5-star Hilton Millennium International Bangkok, and we were ready to explore. Ivy, lead the way. I was a little bit underwhelmed
with the hotel at this stage. I was still resentful. I was still wanting to be in Koh Samui, but it was comfortable. The location was excellent. We were right next to the main shopping mall called ICONSIAM. And this is why I booked this hotel. Primarily, there's a few other reasons, but primarily I booked this hotel because of its location right next to Bangkok's newest shopping mall that I knew Ivy would feel comfortable in. I didn't want her to feel too overwhelmed, and I thought a shopping mall with brands that she's familiar with might be a good way of bringing her into a big city like this. But it was actually me who was probably the most surprised. If a cynic like myself can be dazzled by a shopping mall, it must be good. I've seen many shopping malls around the world, and believe me, I could see why so many people go on about this mall as just a mind-blowing sort of experience. It was absolutely beautiful. The first thing that we did after sort of taking it all in was we both said, let's go and find something to eat, because there were so many cool eating places. Ivy and I love sushi, so we opted for some sushi Thai style. So we are in the sushi place. You love sushi and you wanted for many years to eat sort of proper sushi somewhere like this. So Ivy, I am going to order just a big combination of the most fabulous sushi rolls we can ever wish to sort of see. I wish you luck with it all.
Me too.
I think you're gonna. Oh, I'm gonna have it. Of course. We're having a feast, a little feast. Okay, let's get ready to order. Ivy, come. You've always amazed me. And it was actually in Westfield in London, really, where you first had spicy tuna roll. Yeah. But I think it's just tuna roll.
Yeah.
But it always amazed me that you liked this. And now, maybe 10 years later, 9 years later, we're in Bangkok at a sushi restaurant, and the first bit of sushi that you get is your tuna roll. So I just want to say, enjoy it. You've had this many times over many years at many different places. If you had to rate it, what would you give it?
11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. Why is that? There you go. No hesitation. I'm going to take one as well. So I usually let you just eat them all, but we've got more to come. Lots more. Enjoy, Ive. Got a nice watermelon shake. That is the biggest sushi roll I've ever seen. That's my hand. Sort of near on two of my hands. Enjoy. How many pieces are there, Ivy?
8.
4 each. Look at the size of them, 8 pieces. We knew by looking at the menus that it was going to be good, but we didn't really expect it to be this good. And this meal cost around, I don't know, 20 or 30 pound. I equated it to about the same price as what you would get in the Wagamamas in England, only we'd ordered like a double-sized feast. We ordered the most expensive, glamorous sushi rolls. Look at it. Here's the size of it. I've never had sushi like this.
Ever?
No. I was just happy to see Ivy tucking in. We made an agreement before the holiday that she said that she was willing to try different foods, and this was exactly what I wanted to do, and it worked out beautifully. Rate it, honey.
10 out of 10.
The next stop was something that was quite important to both myself and Ivy, in as much as Ivy was really excited about buying fake goods in Thailand. And I felt that buying fake was becoming such a big thing that I almost sort of said I don't want the focus to be on fake goods. So we decided that we would put Ivy's spending money and that I'd put some money towards buying a real pair of Jordans for her. I found things to be about 1/3 cheaper than they are in England. So a £75 pair of trainers or $75 pair of trainers in America or England would be £50 or $50 in Thailand. And I think that sort of averaged out for most things, trainers, clothes, sort of branded clothes, Nike, Adidas, and electrical retailer, electrical stuff, iPhones, everything seemed to be about 1/3 cheaper. And while we were looking at trainers for Ivy to buy the following day, I heard an announcement where they said outside of the shopping mall there was to be a spectacular light and water show. And I'd read about this on TripAdvisor. So Ivy and I headed out to enjoy the outdoor setting that is ICONSIAM.
Ivy, you've got no idea what's going to happen here in a minute, have you?
No.
Did you not hear the announcement?
No.
Okay.
We spent much longer than I thought we would in ICONSIAM. It was a really good, fun experience, and the water show was just the icing on the cake. However, we decided we wanted to go back to the hotel to have a look at the swimming pool, because this hotel is known for its luxury swimming pool, and it really didn't disappoint us.
Hi guys, this is Dave.
Hi Kev, I'm going to tell you what my things are. All right.
The temperature of the pool was a little bit cooler than what we had become used to with the pool at the Weekender in Koh Samui. However, once we were in this pool, it was absolutely amazing. The views, the glistening lights, the big city in the distance, it was a spectacle. And as much as we were having a great time, we said, let's go into Bangkok, because Bangkok was very clearly, very quickly, for me at least, much cooler than I thought it was going to be. It was really cool. So I said, look, come on, should we go into town? Should we go and have a little, we've done the pool, let's have a little look around. And we got to experience our first go on a tuk-tuk. We went to Chinatown, and then we asked the tuk-tuk driver to take us to a night market, and it was hilarious. We had such good fun. I've been on tuk-tuks in Delhi before, but this was different level. They were super fast, neon lights, music playing. We had a good laugh, and credit where credit's due, because the driver drove us for about 45 minutes and took us to a night market. And I wish I could speak to that driver now and say thank you for taking us to where you took us, because you took us to the perfect place. We trusted him, and he said, it's okay, I know where to take you. One of the reasons why I've struggled making this video, this Bangkok video, is because it's very hard for me to summarize everything that I feel about what we experienced. This night market, I think it's called Jodd's Fair, and it was like we were teleported from a quiet beach, Lamai Beach in Koh Samui in the morning, to the coolest night market that I could ever have wished to see. Probably one of the best in the world. It was nothing like I expected Bangkok to be, and instantly I noticed just how clean it was, and how it just had a really nice, relaxed vibe, atmosphere, feeling about it. And then it started to rain. I think what happened next was, for me, a key point in this whole holiday, was that it was raining. Ivy and I didn't have anywhere to go. There was a group of Vietnamese people sat indoors like, come in, sit with us. There was like a Vietnamese tour guide, German lady, their friends. There was a big Vietnamese group over there, and they were just like, join us. and they just sort of let me and Ivy squeeze in on the end of their table. Then they started saying, have you never tried this food? Here, take some of this food. And it was just like they treated us so nicely, and it just that would not happen in London. And I'm so thankful to those people for letting us laugh. We laughed. We had fun. And then, you know, in a big cities can often be very lonely. But Bangkok, it just felt when it starts to rain, everybody just like groups together and has a laugh. And I liked that. It was the whole atmosphere. Again, like I said with Koh Tao, again, like I said with Koh Samui, and in Bangkok, the whole atmosphere was different to what I'm used to in London. And different in a good way. That to me was the biggest surprise of this holiday. Just how many times people would go out of their way to make me and my daughter feel comfortable. We were looked out for. People cared about us there. In my own country of England, we seem to lack that. So when you actually go and experience it, it's a nice feeling. It feels nice to feel cared for. You know, it feels nice that people are looking out for you. It feels nice that people want you to sit in their seat with them.
Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Bye. I think we've done it, Ive. Let me have a look at you. Hello. Look, it sticks to my head. Join us in Tight Adventures Bangkok Part 2, where we go to MBK Mall, which is a shopping mall famed for its fake goods. We go to the Mahanakhon skyscraper, which was amazing, and then we go for a massage for 2 after eating Wagyu beef in ICONSIAM. You've been watching Ivy's Dad. Please do like, comment and subscribe.